Hello, Superwomen, and welcome to the Pleasure Principles podcast. I am your host, Dr. Jordin Wiggins, and I help high-achieving women who feel unfulfilled and disconnected create more intimacy and joy in their personal lives. We've been taught that doing it all will lead to fulfillment, but it's draining your energy and killing your intimacy. I teach women how to reignite their pleasure, reclaim their feminine power, and feel deeply desired and supported, all while staying successful in their careers. Today, we are going to talk about gratitude, and not surface level gratitude, like write 3 things that you are grateful for. We are going deeper. This is for all of my superwomen who give and give until there's nothing left. We settle for crumbs, and then we wonder why we are resentful, snippy when it comes to our own emotional and relational needs not being met. Gratitude is an amazing tool, and most superwomen are using it wrong. I had 2 clients today that we talked about this, so I want to share it with you because gratitude is a tool that you can shift the dynamics in your relationship quite easily. But most superwomen do it wrong. So, for example, the first thing, this is a do not do when it comes to gratitude. We have been so conditioned to be grateful for crumbs. So he took out the trash once without being asked. We throw him a parade. Our children had a hard week, or they picked up after themselves. They put their shoes in the right spot when they took them off. Let's buy them a new device. And some of this is because we can and we want to give to them and we want to express gratitude. Somebody, a coworker, a fellow board member of yours, you rearrange your schedule to help them with something and they, shoot you a simple thank you. If it was you, if the situation was reversed, the superwoman, you would send them flowers. You would give them a gift card for a dinner out. We overdo gratitude and it doesn't feel good for us. It drains our pleasure tanks and it does not feel good for the receiver. And I'm going to give you a lifetime example from me last night. The crumbs mentality is keeping us stuck. So we're minimizing our needs. We've been taught as little girls, settle for less intimacy, less emotional care, less pleasure. Because somewhere along the line, we learned that asking for more makes us too much. So we pretend we don't have needs. We try and meet them all ourselves. But the truth, we are not crumbs women. Crumbs are not enough for fulfillment. And when we are given a crumb and we overdo the gratitude, we're shrinking our needs, we're shrinking us, our self-identity. So the amount of gratitude we give has to match the act, like what is being given to us. And I'm going to give you a real life example from me last night. I'm practicing my receiving. I'm practicing on receiving all around. This is just yesterday. A lovely friend of mine sent tape to fix my screen. Did you know that there was tape that you could tape your screen and fix it where the cat scratched it? Anyways, I was telling a story in passing and she sent it. And it just felt so good to learn something new and be cared for something that I didn't even ask. And another exercise in receiving. I was chatting with a friend and I'd had a lot going on. And as you can tell, because people are giving to me to make it easier, there's been a lot going on. And I made a comment that I wanted chocolate. And after the chocolate was delivered to my house, in the past, I would have been like, no, don't do that. Don't go out of your way. But he said, I'll see you in 20 minutes. And I said, okay, great. Thank you. Practice in receiving. But actually, it wasn't that simple. So he said one of my favorite parts was the fact that you basically realize that I left work, got home, left to go driving all over town looking for the chocolate that you wanted. Okay. Because, we're particular. We want what we want, and that's okay. And I didn't shrink the want. I knew I wanted difficult chocolate to get. That's what I wanted. He said he would go get it. Great. But listen, this is the key. This is the key. You didn't do the whole, oh my God, you're crazy. I can't believe you'd do that. Blah, 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 like overly sweet. You just grabbed that shit, said, come in, you want one. And I honestly that loved that part of you that totally expected me to come through. The fact that you were so chill about it was so refreshing that you didn't over praise. I like that. Okay, so old Jordin, unhealed superwoman Jordin, would have done several things differently in that encounter. First of all, I would have never said my desire. Second of all, if I said my desire, I would have shrank it. I would have made it a candy that was very easy to get, but not truly what I desired. And the unhealed superwoman version of me would have been so over the moon excited that somebody would do something kind for me. But like, I would do it for him. It's a risk. I would do these kind things for other people. I do these kind things for other people. So increasing my self-worth, increasing my self-identity, being in my feminine power, sharing a desire, all of those things came together. And the most fascinating part is that he was even more impressed that he ran around to 3 stores looking for my specific chocolate. And then I was like, cool, thanks. You want to drop off a car in my driveway? You want to bring me jewelry? I will up my gratitude to match the act. And I felt worthy to receive this gesture, and he felt so good to give. He gave, I received. He took action in his masculine. I received. I desired and I received. This is perfect polarity. And he even noted it after. Like, that's how memorable it was for him. So superwomen mess up because they overdo the gratitude. Superwomen mess up because they don't know how to get vulnerable with the gratitude. And I'm going to tell you how. So this is very, very simple. How do we shift this? We need to practice genuine and vulnerable gratitude. Okay. So we're not on autopilot. Like, thank you, my client today. She was away on her trip. Her husband works away sometimes, but was taking care of everything. We've been working together for about 6 weeks now. She's like, I've never gone away and it's gone that smoothly. He was happy. I was happy. Kids were happy because she shifted and she was in her power. Her flight was delayed. She ended up getting in really late. And he said, don't worry, sleep in the morning. I've got this, and handled everything the whole next morning without her asking. And I was like, that's amazing. Did you thank him? She's like, yeah, I think I said thank you. So we're either overdoing it or we're doing these autopilot thank yous. Both suck, and they are actually disconnecting. They actually disrupt intimacy. So what we want to do instead is do something that is challenging for superwomen. Be vulnerable. We need to connect with our feelings of vulnerability. And that is when gratitude is most powerful, when it's shared with our honest feelings. So I said to her, would it feel authentic to say something like, I wanted you to know how cared for I felt when you said you would handle everything with the boys. I got to wake up, relax, and rested, and I couldn't wait to see you. But she has to acknowledge her vulnerability. She has to acknowledge that it feels good for him to care for her. And this goes against our superwoman conditioning. So we're not going to say, and we can even be truthful about it. So we could say, it feels scary to say this, but I am grateful for the way you listened to me last night and didn't try and fix anything. I feel seen. So gratitude paired with vulnerability is going to deepen connection. And the other thing that I want you to do is genuine gratitude. If you feel resentful towards your partner, do not be throwing around thank yous like confetti. We are showing true, genuine, authentic gratitude when we feel it. And we are making sure that the level of gratitude that we are showing, the energy outpouring, is matching the act that was actually done. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to notice, take the week. Are you throwing around gratitude like confetti? Second step is I want you to start noticing when you are feeling gratitude. And if you are really crusty, if your tank is empty, try to find one thing that you are grateful for per day. Pause, feel your gratitude, let it in. Step number 3, I want you to express it clearly, even if it feels uncomfortable at first, even if you have to do it in text. So gratitude isn't about being soft. It isn't about settling. It's actually about expanding our capacity to receive love, joy, and pleasure. The reason why we're all here, but we have to do it right. So you deserve more than crumbs, Superwoman. Start practicing genuine gratitude, vulnerable gratitude, and send me a DM to tell me how this is shifting things for you. If my work speaks to you and you want to shift these dynamics in your relationship and you want to start shifting them quickly, head to the show notes and apply to work with me one-on-one. I am expanding my offerings for the way in which I work with one-on-one clients to better support you. And I know you want to feel supported, desired, cherished. You want to feel like you can let it all go and be cared for. A whole bunch of balls aren't going to drop. And your man wants to feel like your hero, not just your teammate. So if you are stuck in a power dynamic loop, head to the show notes, apply. I have a 1-month intensive where I can show you where these patterns are going wrong and give you some steps and tools to fix it. Until then, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram at Dr. Jordin Wiggins and let me know how practicing gratitude has deepened your intimacy. Have a great week, everybody. If you like what you heard in this episode, leave me a rating. Your support helps me get discovered by more women like you. Together, we can change the conversation around women's sexual health and pleasure for you, your partners, and generations to come.